So many of you guys have been asking me for breakfast recipes that aren't shakes. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my absolutely delicious low-carb quiche Lorraine. Really excited to be sharing this quiche Lorraine with you guys today. As I mentioned, we have had so many requests asking for easy breakfast and lunch recipes to share with you guys. Now, why this one is so great is because it's such a good one for meal prep. You can make this one on a Sunday and actually eat the leftovers for breakfast and lunch the entire week long, depending on how many people you have in your family. It's low carb, it's high protein, and it's packed full of flavor. Can't wait to share it with you guys. So let's dive straight into our recipe. We're gonna start by making our crust for our quiche Lorraine. So grab a large bowl like so, and we're going to be popping in 2 cups of almond flour. We're going to be cracking in 1 large egg here. Now please make sure to always buy pasture raised and organic. You can tell a healthy yolk by that nice beautiful orange color. And then in here I've got 1/4 cup of coconut oil, so throwing that in. And then also just a pinch of salt and pepper. This is organic Himalayan sea salt and organic black pepper. Popping that in for flavor, and then very simply just kind of mix it all together until a dough forms. Give it a really good stir here. Beautiful, looking good. All right, now what you're gonna do is grab your favorite pie dish and line it with parchment paper at the bottom. Now, you can actually just grease this with coconut oil, but I like to have a little extra insurance policy by lining the bottom with parchment paper. And then very simply pour your crust in. Make sure you've got it all. And then you are gonna just, using your fingers, press it down into the pan to form a crust. All right, gorgeous, this looks great. What you're gonna do is pop this into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake it for about 12 to 15 minutes, just until it becomes nice and golden and crisp on the top. So I'll meet you guys back here in 15. All right, so there is our crust. It's been baking, like I said, for about 15 minutes. It's starting to firm up nicely. So now we are gonna make our filling. So set the crust to the side. And again, you're gonna grab a large bowl. Then what you're going to do is grab some pasture-raised organic eggs and crack 4 of these delicious eggs into the bowl. Again, you're really looking for those nice bright yolks. Eggs are such a fabulous source of choline. Now, I know Dr. Johnny has done a great little video about why eggs are such a superfood. So definitely go and watch that if you haven't already. All right, so 4 eggs in there, and we're also gonna add 1.5 cups of coconut cream. Now this is the coconut cream I use. It is the canned kind, so it's nice and thick. It's gonna make this just such a delicious and pretty authentic quiche texture. So pour that in. Ooh, yummy. It's gonna be delicious and creamy. And then we're gonna add some flavor. So I'm adding here today 1 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. So I'm actually gonna pop all of that in to our mixture. Making sure I get every little drop, and feel free, what I love about this recipe, it is pretty adaptable, so feel free to kind of switch it up with whatever seasonings and spices you like. All right, so I'm gonna start by just whisking that together, making sure everything is combined. Really getting those yolks. Gorgeous. All right, then we're gonna just set this off to the side, and we are gonna pick back up our crust. So traditionally a quiche Lorraine is going to use some sort of ham or bacon. So today I am using 4 rashers of organic pasture-raised bacon with absolutely no nitrates or nitrites and no sugar. Remember, not all bacon is created equally. And I've pre-cooked this. In fact, I actually typically will pre-cook an entire pack of bacon and make it last over about 2 weeks, just using it in recipes and things like that. So pre-cook your bacon. As I mentioned, you can use ham here. Again, same thing. Please make sure it's pasture raised, organic, really high quality stuff. And if you don't like this, you can either omit it altogether or you can add any sort of other protein that you might fancy. So what you're going to do is just layer that over the bottom of the crust like so. Gorgeous. And then we are going to add our egg mixture. So just quite simply pour the egg mixture over the bottom. Might spill out a little bit, that's all right. Great, and then this is entirely optional. Here I've got 4 ounces of dairy-free cheese. Now I really love the Miyoko's brand just because it's really clean. It's primarily made with organic coconut oil. You could also just put some nutritional yeast on here. Really great other option to make it taste a little bit cheesy. And of course, if for some reason you are past, say, the 22 days of metabolic factor and you really just feel that an organic raw grass-fed dairy does sit well with you, then you can consider adding that in. If you're unsure about whether to add dairy or not, please reach out to myself, Laura, or one of the concierges, and we will be more than happy to help you. So this is my dairy-free cheese, and I'm just sprinkling it on top. This is going to be so delicious. As I said, guys, it's perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. In fact, I think this is going to be my family's dinner tonight because I haven't prepped anything else. I'm going to be honest. All right, perfect. And it's literally that easy. It's ready to go now back into the oven again at that 350 degrees Fahrenheit for probably about 25 to 30 minutes, but just really until the egg has set through. It's going to become a delicious color, texture, and it's just going to be an awesome recipe for you guys to enjoy all week. So go and pop it in the oven and we'll meet back here in 30. And here it is, fresh out of the oven. It's really, really hot, but you can see it's got a delightful golden crust. Still really nice and fluffy on the inside with those eggs. It's going to be absolutely delicious. As I said, I love to have this really for any meal. Tonight I'm going to be having it for dinner with probably a side salad or some veggies. You can have it for breakfast. Really great one to just pop in a Tupperware. Maybe add some berries or some low glycemic fruit in there. You could even have it alongside your shake. You can honestly just have it as is. Really, it's up to you how you enjoy this, but I definitely recommend trying it. As I mentioned, high in those healthy fats and proteins and low in carbs, making it a really great choice to keep you nice and satiated and help you hit those health goals. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, MMC. I really, really hope you love this recipe as much as we do. If you do make this dish, please be sure to share in the comments your experience. I always love to see photos of you and your family tucking on in. Thanks so much for stopping by. Have an absolutely fabulous rest of your day, and I will see you all very, very soon in another recipe video.